You don't remember the moment you stopped being a child, but your nervous system does. It was the first time you swallowed pain without crying. The first time you were told to be easy to love. The day your emotions became inconvenient. And so, you became polite, productive, pleasant, and somewhere in that performance, you vanished. You didn't outgrow your feelings. You outperformed them to survive. You were called mature for your age, but no one asked what you had to bury to earn that compliment. You were the good kid, which meant you didn't cry, you didn't ask, you didn't interrupt, you just disappeared. That's not obedience, that's emotional extinction. According to the Childhood Emotional Neglect Study by the National Institute of Mental Health, the most damaging wounds are often what didn't happen. The hug that never came, the voice that never asked, the protection that never showed up. You grew up in a house full of people and still learned to comfort yourself in silence. You became an overachiever because love felt conditional. You became funny so no one saw you flinch. You became successful so no one could question your worth. You became independent so no one could leave you. But deep down, you're still waiting for someone to finally say, you didn't have to earn this. You're not a perfectionist. You're a child who believed failure meant abandonment. You're not hard to love. You were just raised in an environment that rewarded your silence. Trauma response psychology explains hyperindependence is actually self-abandonment. People-pleasing is rooted in the fear of punishment, and what we often call calm is not healing. It's emotional numbness. You don't just fear pain, you fear who you'd be without it. Because somewhere along the way, you turned your suffering into your personality. You were never taught how to rest without guilt, to speak without shaking, to exist without apologizing. And you've been ghosting your inner child ever since. You want love, but you sabotage it because safety feels suspicious. You want joy, but you mistake peace for boredom because only chaos ever felt honest. That's not dysfunction. That's emotional muscle memory. Healing doesn't start with journaling. It starts with rage. It starts with grief. It starts with letting the child you were finally scream. You will not cry pittily. You will not just let it go. You will want to run back to your old pain because that's the version of you the world accepted. But if you stay, if you listen, if you hold that little voice long enough to hear it say, I didn't deserve that. That's the moment you stop repeating the story. That's the moment you stop causing others to bleed for your suffering. You weren't born too sensitive. You were born emotionally fluent in a world that only spoke silence. And when no one translated your pain, you stopped speaking it altogether. But now, you're older, you're stronger, and you are the only one who can give that child a home inside your body again. This isn't healing. This is resurrection.